So, last week we had DB up here and we talked about kind of his post about, like people in the Bay Area being dick riders and not supporting local artists enough. And then Cool John and Remedy sat down.
Yeah, with Shay Diddy for the podcast on Cameo.
And they kind of talked about that a little bit. So, are we going to watch it?
Yeah, let's check it out real quick.
One time I was down in Atlanta and on the radio, they because a lot of the club DJs are radio DJs also. Like, they had literally the niggas spinning at the club on the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so that means whatever buzzing in the streets is on the radio at that point, and that would change. I mean, not saying that's the only thing, because I know in the Bay or anywhere, it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers reaching and asking for a whole bunch of favors they really don't deserve, or like they don't have the talent or whatever. You feel me? Motherfuckers definitely got to put in your own work first and foremost.
I remember when I was younger, Cameo used to do that. Y'all had a street team, and I feel like I think I remember hearing like y'all used to be at the places, you know what I'm saying, at everything and stuff like that. And I feel like that don't be there no more. I feel like nobody cared like about the upcoming artists. Just okay, we find out who's hot and then we play them. But then then y'all get, I feel like, I'm not trying to complain or nothing, but I feel like y'all get an artist, but then sometimes they might have a follow-up record, you feel me, that don't get the same love as that first one. That could be, it's potential to be bigger than that one, but the same support not there. You get what I'm saying?
There's a reason behind that, though. Like, people got to understand it's more than just if it's a hot record. It's on y'all to get it promoted and to get the streets asking for it. So for us, we do everything that we play, we base it off of numbers. So when we play it, we send it out to a company who surveys it to our core listeners, which would be like people who are 18 to 34 or whatever age. They listen to it and they score it based on their response and how they like it.
So I agree with it. I think that what Remedy and what Cool John, what a lot of us have been talking about for years, has been that a lot of local support doesn't happen as much as we would like it or as much as it should be happening. Right. Look at other regions, it is happening. But that was a really great conversation that they had.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Nah, I agree with it. That especially out here, that's just, like we said, that shit just go on for hell long. It been going on. That's just, it's damn near gonna stay like that. Cause the people that be at the head to pit people on, it be the wrong people. Cause they keep getting passed down to the wrong people. So it's gonna keep going on like that. Feel me? It's not gonna change until they pit on somebody who really be about the people. People be faking like they about the people when they really not. They fake until they get on. I'm about the people, and once they get in that position, it's a whole different motherfucker, and everybody want to complain, oh, you ain't doing this. And then you turn around and do it again to another motherfucker. You just did it to 10 people. You still ain't fucking learned?
Yeah.
I think it's also the infrastructure, you know what I'm saying? Being these companies and whatnot, there are like certain things you gotta do, but I agree with you, like, when you think of the Bay Area and you think about these songs that get broken, you think about everything that happens, it comes through Cameo. It comes through Big Von and Diddy and all them. And I love them. Those are the homies. But as somebody who has done radio on the outside and has been that platform for local artists because they weren't able to get the Cameo or they weren't able to get that main focus, it's like, damn, I think that we should be playing more and we should be doing more because ain't nobody gonna not listen to Cameo.
Fuck.
I mean, yes, but what I'm saying is more and more, if we start playing more Project Poppa there, that's gonna be 20 or 30 at a minimum more people that are gonna be listening to hear that Project Poppa song. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna be turned away because it's not playing Migos. It's Migos every five songs. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's the reason why you ain't listening to it.
Right. Why don't you listen to radio?
Because you don't like that. If they was playing my shit and some shit you don't even play, you gonna be like, I'm about to turn that shit on.
Yeah, because it should be the same.
And if they playing your shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. It's gonna be people that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, a 20 or 30 motherfuckers gonna be listening for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, when I watched that interview, I felt where Diddy was coming from. I felt where John and Remedy was coming from, but I also didn't agree with everything. I felt that for me, if you don't take that chance, that's something that Remedy was saying. Like, take that chance, and that shit, it's an investment. Like, take that chance on us and play us. You can't say, oh, well, the Migos is popping and people want to listen to Migos. They don't want to listen to King Key. Well, it's like, nigga, the Migos had the budget to promote, to get those spins. Right. We need to be playing shit from here to also get that shit elevated, because the Bay Area, we break shit. We broke Kendrick, we broke The Weeknd, fucking broke Duro Music, Ice Cream Paint Job. Like, we've broken so many different motherfuckers out here that we not breaking our own motherfuckers. And excuse me, we are, but at a smaller rate than we are on a national level. Sorry for talking too much.
Yeah, I think, and do you think that it's necessary for KMEL to play, for people to be played on KMEL locally to get a buzz outside of here? Like, do you think it would, obviously it would increase the chances of them becoming popular a lot more, but is it a must have? Like, I have to be played on KMEL to get popping.
Nah, you don't really got to, but it'll be good for the help. Like, you know? Yeah, like, they should be doing that. I don't lie. If they was playing more local shit throughout the...
Right.
That's,
we're going to be listening.
Because I remember one day they did it, like, just hella randomly. I don't even remember what, this was a minute ago. They was just playing hella shit back to back. I don't know what the fuck they had going on. That shit was going crazy. I swear to God. Right. Hella local shit. I'm like, bro, this shit really flapping right now. Then it made it better because it's like, I'm like, damn, like, you feel me? They finally doing this shit, but it was on some random shit.
Nah, it was, but they used to do that, I feel like, when I was coming up, because there was, like, certain songs from rappers that I fucked with that I never heard before. You feel me? That were never popular, still not popular, that they played before. But, I feel like, too, it's a part of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're in a weird time. Like, technology and then, streaming, SoundCloud, all that shit. And then we got all these weird-ass rappers being weird as fuck and people love them hella much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, though, is like, it's been a drought for years. You know what I'm saying? That's why we had Power 92.7 and all this shit that became these competitions, because, nigga, we need that service. We need that outlet. And while you don't need the radio, I think, like, for a lot of street music, you don't necessarily need the radio, but motherfuckers that are doing some things that, like, have that commercial crossover appeal, the radio needs to be playing it. Like, that's without a doubt. It don't matter what's getting paid or not. As they said earlier, motherfuckers ain't breaking records like they used to. Especially here in the Bay Area. Motherfuckers ain't breaking records. There's only a few motherfuckers that break records. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be in the club and hear, you know what I'm saying, some joints by a lot more local folks. We're not hearing that shit. We're hearing everybody else but local. Niggas is becoming more computerized and becoming more a part of the overall system than, like, being individuals. Niggas ain't breaking shit no more.
Well, personally, and I don't know if you as an artist too would could have some commentary on this, but like me, I hate going out, but I go out now and I go up to the DJ booth and I'm like, hey, bruh, put this on for me real quick. And sometimes they be like, oh, I gotta hear it first. I don't know how it starts. I'm like, but it don't matter. It's gonna clap. Put it on. But some of them, they fuck with it. You feel me? Yeah. And that's hella helpful. And I feel like that's a super old tactic of trying to get your music out there, is going to clubs and going to places and making the DJ play your music.
It's the streets. You gotta break it in the streets. If we look at everybody that has broken, it wasn't because of radio. It's because it was something that was so undeniable that the radio had to pick it up. Mm-hmm. And we can go all the way back to Up. You know what I'm saying? That's something that broke in the streets that radio had to pick up on it. You know what I'm saying? As Poppa said earlier, like, it's an added plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does help to be on radio. It's not the end all be all, but motherfucker, it helps. But that's fucked up that we think that out here. There's a lot of other places that they try and get on radio, but here, our thought pattern is, I don't need the radio. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can do this shit without the radio. Because we're so used to getting shit on out here. Mm-hmm. I love y'all, though.
I don't know, and I just one more thought before we move on is, I think, and I don't know if people would be mad at me for this, but I think there's a misconception that KMEL or radio out here, period, is super in the streets. It's a radio station.
They in the streets. Like, all the folks that work there, like, again, that's why I say it's nothing against them personally, because it's a company. But, like, all them folks, they all out. Like, they fuck with a lot of the music. It's just hard to get through that program. You know what I'm saying? Getting into the system.
Because of the actual company.
It's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the interview, he talks about how they have to, like, measure what gets played and how everything is measured. And when people, like, turn off, they know that, because Key's on here, they don't know who she is just yet. Folks might not listen to the song right away. So they look at all this shit, and it being the Bay Area being the 5th largest market in the country, then yeah, they gotta kind of dictate off that shit. Mm. But I still say fuck it, and I still say do it. But I will say that they all are somewhere in the streets, somewhere at some point.